Hello there, Kyle Katarn here, coming back with another reaction to I.M.P.S. the Relentless. We're on Chapter 3, Rhymes with Maintenance. I previously reacted to Chapters 1 and 2 about 8 months ago, making this the slowest reaction series of all time. Really sorry about that, but we're finally back on track and I'm really excited. I.M.P.S. is a really cool fan film series, and it's pretty unique in that it is a somewhat procedural look at a day in the life of a stormtrooper, just a grunt in the Imperial army of the Galactic Empire. And I find that really fascinating. There's really good attention to detail, the costuming, the effects, everything is really lovingly created. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what this happens. The first one came out in 1999. This Chapter 3 was posted in 2018, so it's pretty new by comparison. Looking forward to this. Without further ado, let's do it! Black Sheep Productions. It's a very epic logo. Let's do this. Base Delta Zero.
The top pilots in the galaxy are found in the Imperial Navy.
Oh,
To become a member of this elite team requires more dedication, intelligence, stamina, and courage than any other trooper unit. From the men and women who command the capital ships, to those who leap into the cockpits of the fighters, it is one of the most dangerous, demanding, and prestigious jobs in the Empire.
Niner 818 Zulu on approach. Prepare for immediate unloading of cargo upon docking and secure your stations for hyperspace jump.
Niner 818 Zulu, roger. Someone's in a hurry.
Oh, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
A ship's crew must function as a single entity in order to accomplish its mission. But even under stress, the flight crew epitomizes the teamwork ethic.
Hull integrity check. Roger. Been scanning for intruder life forms now. What do you mean you don't know where they are? You better find them. Now.
There's no intruder life forms. Niner 818 Zulu.
that's cool. They're scanning for intruders before they complete the dockings, just in case.
They're always in a hurry. Lowering rammed and calibrated for hyperspace jump. Seriously, if you don't fight in the sandwiches, I'll throw you right off this ramp.
This looks like visually like really crisp. The last one was visually impressive too, but you can see the step up.
Sir, all ships are assembled. We have green lights across the board for light speed.
Then let's get moving. It's been 20 minutes since receiving the distress call.
Attention.
Nice.
The greatest asset aboard any ship is the many men and women who make up the ship's crew. Thus, it is vital that the commander know the crew in order to understand and realize the full potential of the ship.
I love that they got Peter Cullen to do the voice for this.
Being a medical officer, I would use my captain's rank to command a transport that brings troops into the combat zones. It's a simple case of wanting to be first on site. It's a terrible thing having to drop these teams off in some bad conditions that could get them killed, but that's the job. There is a fundamental need for what we do out there, and I'll be damned if I'm going to wait for my comrades in arms to die on the way back to the Destroyer's hospital before we can do anything for them. That's why I propose that artillery transports like this also be equipped with a fully staffed permanent medical facility. Now they are capable of handling up to 100 critically wounded, if necessary.
That's awesome.
To stabilize their conditions before they're transferred to the infirmary. Imperial High Command approved it,
All these
and
back
the
to
success
tanks.
rate is very good. That's
T-21Bs.
not only to bring troops to the war, but to bring the hospital to the troops, because it's all about keeping them alive. The best thing about my rank and this project's success is that I can hand-pick the best team for the job.
Oh, for the love of God. Oh, you don't want to know why I joined. I lost a bet. Now I gotta work with these clowns, and there's really nothing more to say.
Fair enough.
No, really. I'm getting paid to do a job, not talk about it. Can't you see I'm busy? Get that camera out of my face before I unload 1,000 tons of armor on top of itself, and you have an expensive mess on your hands.
Whoa. You don't want to hear about him anyway. Calm down.
They started it.
You want to hear about something really interesting? Let's talk about me. I mean, you're beholding the cutting edge of speed, agility, and intelligence. And the ship ain't half bad either.
Where's the tech sergeant? I'm ready to get out of here.
Don't worry. The only thing more impressive than a bird big enough to land heavy armor into a combat zone are the magic fingers bringing it down, flying it, guiding her every move. What?
Man, what stinks? Must be all
Holding
that
his
Alright.
nose, his helmet nose.
That's your flavor, LT.
Seriously.
That's you.
Besides being the best thing about this ship, yeah, I got plans to go way beyond this. I mean, can you see talent like this being wasted on a lifelong career of maneuvering a ship this big through hell and back just for the military? No. This right here is all about knowing the limits of what the biggest, baddest bird in the galaxy is capable of. And the responsibility of flying such an expensive piece of machinery while carrying cargo of equally expensive machines, not to mention the amount of human cargo. With an accolade like that on a resume, when I go into the public sector, I can take my pick of any commercial starliner I want to pilot, or even command. Then I'm set. And the cocktails and hot tails around LT
God.
every night.
Whoa, all right. If you haven't heard enough, we sure have.
Right? Jeez, LT. Really? Now I know why this ship was cleared for so much weight. Carry that ego.
Hey, nothing's more interesting to a girl than a man in uniform.
Don't you believe?
Especially a pilot's uniform.
Right. You guys
I don't
wanna
think
know
if that
who the real
translates to a
hotshot is
stormtrooper
around
uniform,
here?
though.
It's this guy sitting right next to you.
Huh?
This is Navigator Flight Lieutenant LK-781. We call him Gator for short.
Big icky.
I'll let you think about that. He stays cool under pressure, has quick reflexes, but couldn't find his visor with his helmet on.
What? Are you crapping me?
Last week you couldn't find which seat you were
No.
sitting in. I don't know what you'd do if you didn't have space bosses
Ugh.
telling you where things are or how to get there.
Have you seen the size
What's
of
going on with
this
these two? When did all this start?
I think their cycles are syncing up.
How can I when you keep moving?
You're right. I bet you don't even know where your lucky lighter is right now.
My lucky lighter? My lighter with the lucky thing on it? Of course I know where it is.
See? You don't even know.
I know where it
I
is.
bet you drinks at the officers' lounge. You don't even know where it is.
What's on his lighter?
Yeah.
What's the
I got a
lucky thing?
lighter.
Uh-huh.
Why don't we get those drinks and make it lucky?
Drop off. Now let's get this straight. You're betting me some top shelf that if I don't know where my lucky
Lighter. Your lucky lighter. The lucky one. The one you never fly without. That one?
and you're gonna buy me some top shelf. So if
So
I
what's
can
up? Is he like
produce
brain damaged or something? Is that why he's
this
forgetful?
lighter, you're buying tonight?
Nice.
That's what's going
Did I
on
say
here?
top
Well, I
shelf?
guess it is lucky.
Wait, is that just a straight up 4-leaf clover
What?
from
Wait,
Earth?
hold on. Wait, what was that cause? Nothing to say? Well, this is a first. Seriously, though. The real hot shot on this ship is this officer sitting right here next
I wonder what he
to me. We
lights
call her
with that
comms for
Zippo,
short.
since
You shouldn't have to
cigarettes
think
aren't
about
canon.
them. She can perfectly understand nonsense, jargon,
death sticks are
transmission,
self-incendiary.
rattling off numbers, and then somehow get this ship someplace some of the time. I always kind of thought the reason she was so good at her job is because she could never stop talking. Honestly, that is until right now. You're gonna hear a lot of people say a lot of things about why they're here and what they're doing, but my whole reason for being here changed when I met this little lady right here.
Oh, that is so sweet.
It is, isn't
I
it?
never knew that about you. I mean, I didn't think that you... Hey, wait a minute. Hey, this is me.
I know.
Oh, but... Oh, wait, are you giving me antenna ears? Oh, that's mature.
Oh man, he's had that picture for months. That payoff was so worth the wait right here, man. Booyaka! Booyaka!
Oh, for the love of... Why don't you two just get a room and get
Man.
How did you get this?
I guess
All of this, like, the set design, the set piece,
You wait, I'll
his
get
costumes,
Gator.
the
you
set,
mean
like
you'll get
everything,
drinks
wasted
for
in
this
such a
at
stupid
night?
scene.
I've got the documentation to prove it.
Yeah, when's this thing coming out? I want to see how good I look.
Yeah, I want to tell my parents when not to watch.
Yeah, no kidding. You guys see the first chapter?
The tech sergeant better cut us loose soon, because it's beer o'clock.
Yes, sir.
I want to be drunk by beer 15, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean.
This is the first time we've gotten like command
What
level
is the
glimpses
situation of the
in
freighter
this.
that eluded capture?
Our initial reports are inconclusive as to its origins before Davenport Gateway. However, after escaping our ground troops, it disappeared from our scanners before we could lock on. It'll be captured soon enough. A ship that's
The craft that escaped from Davenport Gateway is the same one from episode 1,
By
right?
incorporating tremendous firepower, speed, and maneuverability, armor crews are an additional highly specialized mobile fighting force on the Empire's combined arms team. It is a complex, multifaceted piece of equipment of tremendous weight with sensitive control systems.
Hell yeah.
Careful now, watch your aft clearance. I got it.
One pilot drives, while the second pilot serves as an assistant navigator and gunner.
You're at 10 meters. I got it. You got it.
Located directly behind the drivers is the combat commander station, which is equipped with a pinpoint targeting computer.
Almost there.
Driving one is a skill that requires extensive training and practice, and is nearly impossible to master.
Armor 18.
What's he working on?
Created primarily as a ground assault vehicle and troop transport,
I think it's stuck. Come on.
these walkers serve as a formidable
Oh.
weapons platform.
Oh, he messed it up.
virtually
Come on.
impervious to all but heavy artillery weapons.
Do you hear something? Just you. What the?
No! Oh no!
Of many Imperial heavy
Idiots.
weapons.
What? Oh, fantastic. Way to go. Armor 18, set levels at 1-3 and shut it down.
Roger, Control. Securing outer hatch. Power levels at 1-3.
Red badges for service crews, welcome back.
Oh man, yeah, like a glove. Just scratched.
That's cool how they can make the secondary visors go down in front of the helmet.
Nice. Not bad. Hey, it always sounds worse than it does. Get a full scan started fast, so we're all good here, Chief.
And this is the same squad that we saw in Chapter 2, right? On the surface of the planet. I recognize the sunburst helmet.
Out here right now. Yeah, we'll go get him. Oh yeah, no, yeah, okay. We'll be back. You wait right here. Oh yeah, we'll be back. Really? This is unbelievable. I'm gonna put you all right now.
A level of camaraderie can be observed between all trooper divisions in the face of whatever obstacles they may encounter. These qualities help to promote an atmosphere of healthy
What a
competition
shot. Look
among
at this.
Although there are many types of assault trooper specialty units, no other Imperial trooper divisions
Ooh, that'd be
boast
so
of
much
the
fun.
fast action and thrilling high-speed pace of the Imperial Scout Recon Corps. Imperial Scout divisions are usually assigned for the purpose of reconnaissance and patrol missions.
Fired up now. You ready? Yeah, go for it.
Their small cargo size and lightweight make them easily transportable and even capable of deploying from moving shuttles.
And then she said, you haven't tried the droid yet? He said, well, it just got here. What an idiot! Oh, the door! That's the best part. The door was so loud.
This is a really cool
They are
shot.
able
This
to
feels
attain
really
speeds
immersive.
in excess
Seeing
of
all the
any
different
other
bays.
surface-based vehicles, which makes scouts a valuable resource in patrolling large new Imperial territories.
When it comes to the finesse of high-speed reconnaissance, speeder bikes require sensitive handling, so we're required to wear lightweight armor. It's much more comfortable and maneuverable than the bulky standard issue armor of those fucking stormtroopers. But in a firefight, the lightweight armor is, yeah, it's about as useful as 2 techs on one station. Yeah, that's right, girls, you heard me. That's why scouts
He's right,
are
though.
directed to withdraw
We've all seen
from
it.
an area if they run into strong enemy forces. With this, we can call in the location so that the box walkers or other armored units can move in and deal with the situation.
Walkers are designed for blatant shock tactics, scattering the enemy or opponents. Though there's no stealth involved in armor attacks when walkers are dropped into a combat zone, we are trained to hit a planet fast and hard, crushing any opposition quickly and completely, then deploying troops to secure an area.
Okay, once in the field...
Hey, big chirps a lot. Hand me that left-handed Mobius wrench.
Hey, numbnuts, I'm talking right now.
Oh man, I think we're gonna need a new portside hatch.
Oh, great. I'm talking about shock tactics, and you want to bring up repairs?
Let's just see how bad it is.
Oh, great.
I mean, you hit the gangway pretty hard there.
Sir?
Not to mention cause poor dude to mess up his nose art.
Sir?
What?
You need to come back here and take a look at this.
Yeah, nice parking job, guys, huh?
Oh, great. Thanks. Better than usual.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Jerk ass. Yeah, I told you. And now we owe those guys breakfast. Again.
Yeah, well, that's what you get for making that stupid bet. What were we talking about again?
I believe you were talking about shock tactics.
Right, shock tactics. Shock tactics, my ass.
Yeah, really.
We ain't sneaking up on anybody in this thing.
Nope, no sir, no one.
Look, if the enemy ain't scared off when we arrive, that usually means they've got good defenses. We deploy so far out from targets that gives them plenty of time to get ready if the shock tactics don't work.
Which lends to heavier personnel.
It's true. I'm not sure how you
on
can
our side.
surprise
Those
anyone in an
troopers are always
AT-AT.
on us about something.
It's very slow, very
We
loud.
always treat them right, especially the new ones, so we try and make them feel more at ease.
Why the fuck are you always interrupting me? You just give it here. Okay, fine. Here, go. Go. You know what? You're a fucking child.
Yeah, we catch a lot of hell from the other troops for the policies of our division. But the simple fact is that if the situation comes down to fight or flight, well, we're sort of more important if we've got information and we're alive. Intelligence, speed, and agility is what this job's about. I'd like to see one of those.
And not just like
shock
intelligence
troopers
smarts,
navigate
but
one of
like you
these for
said,
2
like
minutes.
intel.
Yes.
That does make sense.
Shock trooper on a bike.
Here's the deal. We're the ones who see what kind of situation they're dropping into. Being up here in the cockpit, we've got it easy compared to them. We're surrounded by all this armor and heavy artillery.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, we try and knock out main points of resistance to minimize our losses on the ground, but it's up to the ground troops to go in and root out any smaller pockets in order to secure a target zone. We know some of them won't be coming back either. We got a healthy amount of respect for those guys we drop into combat. Unlike backseat drivers,
Tech officer's like, I'm so done with these two. These two clowns.
However, the third station is for some goggle helmet to tell us how to do it. This is just stupid. Anything we can't see over, we just knock down or crash through without much trouble.
You're in big trouble.
I can explain this.
No other military force in the galaxy is anything close to these surface-based weapons platforms. Each team lives and works in their walker throughout most of their missions, which, let me tell you, can be pretty...
Whoa, 6 o'clock.
Pretty awesome, huh? We even get involved in some of the maintenance.
Nice recovery. You're gonna be lucky if you don't have to go back there and make the repairs yourself.
Hey, I just drive them. I don't know how to fix them. Let's see if she can find all the things we did wrong this time.
Because our lives are at risk on every mission, we have to know that our speeder bikes are in top shape, inside and out. You know what this means? This means that we do it ourselves. Why? Because we do not trust some tech head with that kind of maintenance. That's why.
Yeah. You know what? I'll pack my own chute.
Once in the field, bad maintenance on a speeder bike usually means it's spread out over a few hundred kilometers and the scout is KIA. Hey, no thanks.
She's a chief mechanic on our maintenance crew. She's always bragging to us that her team is the best, so we occasionally like to test her word.
Yeah, just a little. Whether it's our fault or not, though, we've driven this thing through hell and back, putting on considerable damage at times. However, we were assigned to this walker, so it will always be ours. But...
Well, she thinks it's hers.
And that's why she does such a great job fixing it.
We know her crew and we know her maintenance team, and they can fix anything if we can manage to bring it back. We could park this thing on the head of a pin if we wanted to, and they know that. But our CO is a little new and kinda, well, you know.
His helmet's on a little too tight, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I can't stand that guy. He's too green. Right now, he's the kind of guy who'll get those troopers killed, and we won't have that. If that means shaking up his command a little, then so be it. Fuck him.
When I'm out there in the field, it's just me and my bike.
And CO's the guy
only
who's
orders
currently
I'll
explaining
take.
himself at the
Go,
front of the
go
front of the
fast.
walker.
There's not too many people who can tell you what's what when you're hauling ass at top speed.
Hey, look here. We put our lives on the line every time we climb aboard one of these suicide machines, and no amount of armor is going to do any good if you crash at 200 kilometers an hour, even though we're tough as steel and twice as hard. Oh, crap.
Oh, great. Here comes the Sandlot gang.
Just as we're making some headway around here. Man, look at these guys.
Hey, you ladies lost? Because the powder room is 2 decks up. Hey.
Where you going, hey, sweetie? Where you going?
Yeah, follow those 2 skirts.
Every time we come down here, you got some smart-ass comment to make.
Yeah.
And all I have to do is this.
Oh, what is this? A requisition order. Oh, again. For what?
Yeah.
In some of the other branches, you hear them argue or squabble between themselves, but not these guys. They're all great team members that become like family. It's hard to think of it as just a job. I mean, I like driving these things, but it takes a hell of a lot more than the two of us bozos to make it come alive. The crew, past and present, gets the credit for that.
We're all finished here, darling.
Oh, no way, sex kitten. You jackholes do this every time. Why do you keep taking our gear, huh? Pick somebody else's.
2 words. Requisition order. Get your bikes down to Hangar Bay 3.
Do you believe this shit? Holy crap.
Is that a recreation order?
No, requisition order. Just shut up.
Damn requisition orders. You know what?
Is that recreation order?
Requisition. God, I hate those guys. I hate my job. I hate my life. I'm gonna requisition this right up their ass.
Sir, preliminary report
They do a
from
great job
space
with the
shows a
interagency
significant
or
amount of damage from a
interdepartmental
small rabble of
rivalries,
raiders.
you
Captain
know?
Chapman is losing the ship. He has sealed the bridge and has ordered a general evacuation.
Whoever these raiders are, I want to make a quick and absolute example of them. No quarter.
Yes, sir.
For those outside the Empire, it's easy to stereotype or dehumanize our troops as the faceless drones or the expendable masses. That's how they justify shooting at us, I guess. But each of these soldiers that come and go is an individual that I've had the privilege of knowing and the honor to serve with, and I will always carry a part of them with me. It's just hard not to take it personal.
These two are like, they're knuckleheads, but they're also like super team players, you know? Like they give their CO sass because, like he said, they don't want him to get troopers killed.
So anyways, that's what it's like driving one of these walkers.
Crashing into everything? Well, maybe next time you should do the driving. Yeah, I'll take a pay raise to crashing at it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they say. The more you get paid, the less you have to know.
Don't forget to check under the hood.
Yeah.
Well, looks like we're not going anywhere today. You think we should strip the modifications? I'll run the diagnostic.
Yeah. All right, if you say so.
All right, I'll run the diagnostic.
Diagnostic? I've got a new diagnostic policy. It's called Ethel. Come on, man, help me out. We'll fix these bikes up real good for 'em.
Oh, that sounds good to me. Yeah, sure.
Who do they think they are, anyway?
They're gonna send the bikes over for the requisition order without servicing them first? That's fucked up, guys. Don't do that.
Them or us?
Just keep stripping it down. I want to have this nice and ready for 'em.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
That takes it too far.
What is this thing?
It ain't regulation.
I think it's the brakes.
It's possible.
What is this yellow
Oof.
wire? Have you seen this before?
I don't know what
Do you
that
know what this is? I don't know.
is. You hear that noise?
You hear that? What is that?
That thing.
Well, what do we have here? Let me guess. They did it to you again, huh?
Yeah, same old crap.
What is this, about the 5th time this trip?
Yeah, they're pulling something, all right.
We just got finished breaking all our stuff, so we're gonna grab some breakfast. It's on us if you guys want to tag along.
Hey, come on, it's free food, guys.
Ever give any thoughts to scouting for us?
No thanks.
Set condition 1 throughout the fleet. Sound general quarters. All hands to their stations.
Set condition 1. Okay. Getting some Battlestar Galactica jargon in here too.
Okay, I'm going a little crazy in the headgear. Hey, come here. Get this heat down to Shuttle Bay 3 right away.
You mean what's left of it?
It's for the Black Sheep Squad. You got 5 minutes. Move your ass.
That's awesome. It's probably a digital matte painting. That long shot, wide shot. Prepare for jump to hyperspace. Because they've located the guys that escaped from Davenport, right?
With this kind of power available, the Empire is capable of reaching out to even the most remote regions of space that may be in need of assistance. The carrier's advanced scanning systems detect suspicious activity in a nearby system.
I love all the little lights
She
glowing
relays the
on the
information and orders are given to
Such a
investigate.
sweet shot.
Another Imperial patrol has been ambushed. The Relentless and her battle group answer the call for help and to settle the score. This situation demands swift retribution.
All right. So chapter 4, we're finally going to go and provide reinforcements to this ambush that we keep hearing about. Rest in peace. That's nice that they made that dedication. Yeah, wow, that was super impressive. As always, the Imps always kicks my ass every time. The level of costuming, the level of effects, and all the background, just like detail that they add in there is really, really impressive. because it is so like procedural, it can be kind of hard to follow what exactly is going on, because like 90% of the dialogue has nothing to do with the overarching what we're doing. They're discussing the minutia and the procedure and protocol and what they have to do next. And I was trying to follow the overarching plot, but it kind of gets lost in the weeds a little bit there. But I also understand that it's not really about the overarching plot. That's kind of more of the setting. The fan film is focusing more on the day-to-day, like what is happening with these troopers. And so I guess it doesn't really matter, right? Yeah, I can't wait for Chapter 4. Hopefully it's coming soon. I haven't heard any news, but I will be staying tuned. As soon as it does become available, I'm going to throw a reaction right here on the channel, so you can stay tuned for that. Cool. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Check out the rest of the channel for more content, reactions, and reviews, and for my reactions to Episode 1 and 2 of I.M.P.S. the Relentless. Leave me a comment if you have a question or something to say, or if you have a fan film to recommend to me. I'm trying to react to every Star Wars fan film ever made. You can also catch me streaming 4 days a week at twitch.tv/Kyle Katarn, playing all kinds of Star Wars games like Battlefront, Squadrons, Empire at War, The Old Republic, Force Unleashed. I read the comics every Wednesday in silly voices. It's a lot of fun. If you want to support the channel, head over to patreon.com/Kyle Katarn channel. Not only does supporting the channel help me to produce higher quality content faster, but you'll also get access to all kinds of cool perks. You'll get access to full-length reactions to things like Bad Batch, Avatar: The Last Airbender. You can participate in content polls, early access, and you get a couple Discord perks as well. Those Discord perks will really come in handy on the Kyle Katarn Discord server, which you can find a link to in the description of this video. Thanks again, and as always, may the Force be with you.